I was also thinking the same thing.
Alright guys, welcome back to my channel.
So far, yes.
In this video, we'll be watching the game between Team TG and Unite Holic Game
There's still
2.
the Umbra in the pool if they choose to go for the Hoopa ban. But no, actually no, sorry. They cannot play the Umbra. They already used the Umbra already.
Yeah.
Who do you
Unite
guys think will win
get rid
this
of Umbreon.
game?
They don't want to give that away to True
Team
Gravity.
TG or Unite Holic will come
This
back?
respect to True Gravity. They know what's up. They don't want to deal with Mami's Sableye. So Unite Holic, I hope that was not what they wanted to do for this game. They're going to pick up the Trevenant to open things up first pick. This is
Team
pretty
TG bans
surprising.
Sableye.
Although
Seriously?
Trevenant has been discussed to be a pretty good solution to Buzzball, but not in the solution where it beats the matchup, but he more so can match a Buzzball in that top lane matchup. Now, speaking of signature picks, we are going to
Unite Holic this time
here.
seems
So
to be
Dragonite for
picking
DLR, and Betchen is going to be getting
more
his
typically
Mew, taking it
picked
very
Pokemon.
seriously, whereas for Team True Gravity,
Alright,
they're going to go
Buzzwole
back and pick up their
from
Glaceon. They
Team
had a lot of success
TG.
with this so far.
If I'm not wrong,
And
they
get
played
the Buzzwole matchup up
Buzzwole
top,
before,
and
right?
Sylveon's coming into the game.
That was pretty good.
So that must be Betchen's Pokemon.
Yes.
Alright, Team Unite Holic seems to be
will be in the hands of Wafu.
pretty alright for the
And it's
Pokemon
gonna be
pick.
one of his few
Team
most
TG
played
as
Pokemon
well.
That's going to be the Mew. However, the same with Team True Gravity, they are coming with their strongest. Like I said, sometimes, like I said, it's great to be the team like Unite Holic where you have a lot of tactics, a lot of things that's going on. But sometimes simplicity is best. Just comes in with your best. Especially
Yeah,
since
Team Unite Holic, like, I
is
mean,
already ahead of the curve,
seems to have a lot of
they're
strategy
1
over
point
here, but
behind.
they
just
kind
need to
of
win this game,
pick
and they
a
will
pretty
be
conventional
here.
tactic
And
over
Unite
here,
Holic,
in this
possibly,
case.
we might even say goodbye if the game doesn't go according to how they picture it or vision
But
it.
I have this feeling like
Team
Team
True Gravity
TG's
doing
Buzzwole is
everything
gonna
they
wreak
got
havoc
to do.
for
And it's
Unite
a
Holic.
very
But let's see.
scary composition.
Unite Holic
A Rock Tomb into
won the early game
into
pretty
Storm
much,
Power,
but
and if the
unfortunately
Ice
they
Cream
lost
Shower
the
is a by
reversal
the way,
game,
it
right?
is a sure hit. There is no missing that ability at all. And then the Buzzwole for their top lane. A smackdown displacement, massive amount of damage. And if he gets on top of any of their backline attackers, that's it. That combo is going to pick you off. I agree. Mew is a very slippery Pokemon. Very hard to catch.
Very slippery, very hard to catch.
But there are times when you just can't evade it.
Buzzwole.
Yes.
That's it. You just get Buzzwoled. Oh man, this is going to be a really tough one. But I do think Unite Holic should pull this to a game number 3. They are taking this next game very seriously. They've got all their main Pokemon. They do have some left over for that next upcoming matchup, but they are taking this next game extremely
Alright, seems like the
seriously.
commentators
But
kind of
Gravity,
pro
I do
Unite
love
Holic
the
this time.
response. They're not wasting this
I mean, based on the
round.
draft pick,
They're
Unite
gonna
Holic,
give Unite Holic a run for their money and attempt to go for a
their draft pick is
2-0,
pretty good.
which I think is
Coupled with their
very
strategy
possible.
and the way they
I kind
play,
of feel like Unite Holic,
I mean,
they
theoretically they could win
underestimated
this game.
they underestimated True Gravity.
But I mean, by this
because
point,
looking at
I've
this
seen
competition,
like
I think if
Team
they ran this
TG,
against
how Team
another
TG
team,
always
for
won
example,
like
they did this against
the
Garbage
Rayquaza
Lance MYS in game number 1, they
battle
would
over
never
there.
won this for game number
never.
1. Game 2, if they had a 1-game advantage, we did see this with MYS yesterday. Sure, this could actually happen, but I really think they've underestimated True Gravity in this series because they looked extremely disappointed after that loss.
No, this is what I'm saying, right? Is this very small things if Team True Gravity is able to just pick it up, right? They just decide, you know what, it's fine. We're just going to go all in with this. Unquestionable as well. They're at their strongest, the momentum, the adrenaline.
Let's go!
Ladies and gentlemen, we're finally
Alright.
into our second game, or potentially even the last game. If Unite Holic doesn't really get things back in hand, back in their control, then we might just be saying
Collision to the
goodbye.
jungle this time.
Kabi-chan will no longer have their return revenge match as well.
I mean, Kabe-chan's is happy regardless of who they play against because they're already in the grand finals.
I guess they
Well, let's
really
have a
want
look at
Pupa
how these lanes
to
are gonna
like
go
get
for
their
at the moment,
Unite
shall
skill.
we? So Duck
I mean
is
the
struggling
Pupa's
a little
Unite
bit
skill.
in that top lane.
That's why they've
Instead,
been
we're going to
giving
be seeing
Pupas
each
like the
Etsy trying to
buff
go for
from
their
jungle.
own little stacks against that Hooper
Damn,
Eco
they're trying to
combination.
see
Not the
the
easiest combo, but at
really-
least for Vulcan, wasting those 2 berries. And look at this great cancel from Vulcan
Yo!
to stop Vulcan
Yo!
from getting that little eject
Oh!
out of there. So
Oh!
Chansey
Oh
will
boy.
be going down. And it's going to
Why
be
do you
a
think you
matchup
can
here. Sylveon
use that to jump
against
away, man? I mean,
Either
Hoopa was still
way, but we
behind
know
you.
Betchen, we've seen this man play Sylveon in the
Oh,
past.
that
He
was a
really knows how to
blender
pilot
by
this Pokemon.
TG's,
Extremely
Chansey.
deadly Sylveon player.
And it hurts a lot. Carmine into the hyper voice as well. And the patches made it a lot more painful.
Ah yes, Hyper Voice, that's the skill's name.
You really need to try to keep it
Finally,
track and invade, but of course a quick rotation coming in from Aku, but same goes for DLR. They want to try to secure the necessary EXP, and they will succeed.
Oof,
Boss
the
will
Boss
not able to hit that level 5, and will be even picked up in the process. But can they bring
Oh, no.
as well as
Look at
double
this,
KO,
look at
and
this
even a couple more
gameplay, guys.
points at the same time.
Holic is really
Very
good at
unfortunate. Vulcan can
early
barely
game
do
save.
anything for his team here at all because he is just on the cusp
And
of
I think
falling
this
at
time
level
they are
4.
not
He is just
as
looking for any scrap ounce of experience and being a
how
chansey,
they
there's not
play.
really much you're going to be
Not
able
as
to do.
suicidal, I
Especially
guess.
against
So
all
their
that
first
burst
game,
damage
they
that's going
play
to be
more
coming out from
carefully,
Holic. So they're going to try and get to that level
like
4 as soon as
neater.
possible. But Benchen so far doing a great job.
Yo!
Espeon though going to jump
Yo,
on with that
Trevor,
power, but
why?
Ripper going to catch out Zeschol. Zeschol does
Oh,
need to
that
be
was a
careful.
mistake.
Again, Melon.
Should have let the Mew to hit the
extremely
solar
scary
beam
crystal.
first.
So many times have we seen this man
Oh
get
boy.
some fantastic rock tombs to cut Pokemon off, and he was able to successfully set things up for his team. But this game so far for Duck. Duck is struggling.
I mean, that'd be for sure, right? It's in the phase
Let's
of Sylveon, and that
go,
initial rotation
let's go.
really helped to set the bar between both of the sides to see who gets the advantage. And let's be honest, this is Batchin. He played, by the way, played most of the Boswell in his entire life back in the regional stage. He understands the strengths and weaknesses of a Boswell, and definitely know for a fact how to play around it, especially since right now he has that slight lead for as long as he can, actually.
Let's see if he can keep that lead for now. Duck going to be hiding in the bush. Maybe they can try and get an ambush on somebody that comes a little bit too close. They're going to show the Glaceon instead. They're going to go for the Altaria and Swablu instead. Looking that experience for those
they cannot just
teammates.
reveal all their
Jumping a little bit
positions.
far forward. DLR's coming in on that Dragonite. Have caught out the Blissey yet again. That's going to be another KO, unfortunately, for Vulcan. Gone down multiple times this game, but let's be real, I'd rather lose the Blissey here than the Boswell or that Glaceon. But look at this though, fantastic pushback from that Trevor catching out that crystal. Again, so many KOs going in favor of
Never get caught one by one, guys, in a team fight.
They are already
Alright,
at
if you
the
see
6-minute
your
mark,
opponents
losing
having
sight of
like
this
3-4
match.
people over there, don't jump in by
There is
yourself.
some early advantage coming for Team True Gravity, but they also have their own early game composition to really deal with in this early phase here. However, Yopono, a little bit zoned out and isolated all alone and control. No assistance will be coming in, unfortunately, but that's still totally fine. The team needs to prioritize in trying to get rid of this Reggie Lecky before the rest of the squad decides to come in and pile in the damage. Vulcan with the Blissey. It's not gonna be a very easy pickup for Mami here. A little bit tanky there for sure.
Vulcan's been trying so hard this game to try and get as many stacks in as possible, but I have to say, Unite Holic, just props to them for doing so much to prevent Vulcan from getting whatever he needs to come online for this game number 2. But so far, again, macro game going to be in favor of Unite Holic. They're doing pretty well for levels. Level 10 on DLR on that Dragonite. They do continue to level up in terms of experience, trying to find as many wild Pokemon as possible. But for True Gravity, they are in recovery.
Pretty
All
well.
they need to do right now is play things safe, get experience wherever you can, and only fight in those fights where you can get an advantageous position. Almost catching out the Trevenant there, unfortunately, does get the disconnect. Trying to go onto Mew this time. Wafu being a nuisance on that Mew.
The real challenge here for the side for Unite Holic will be the fact that how do they gonna get their hands on the Glaceon? Although yes, great coming with the Holic into the Phantom Forest as well.
Right, that's true.
Sally not enough
Glaceon
power,
has just
and
died
the
yet,
button
right?
into the Smackdown, into Betcha to get the 2K, forcing on another Unite move to try to disengage, but guess what? That Unite move can only last for so long, but they didn't manage to punish the Glaceon here, and now they're trying to return the favor. 3 members of Unite Holic will be KO'd
One
here.
grab from Baswell and you die.
Blood for the side here, as I like to call it as well. And they will be able to get the necessary trade-off here.
Yep, the Rings Unbound bringing in the team in to get those counter KOs onto True Gravity. It looked like that was going to be the momentum that they needed. Fighting for the
It's just random Balta just spinning.
It's minding his own business. It's all good. Gonna sit back at home waiting to see who knocks him out.
Confidence coming from him as well.
For now. We've got a Regirock coming in though, and they're trying to finish this off with Wafu. And this Dragonite, but they managed to get the buff with that Hyper Beam. The secure on this Pokemon is just too strong. And unfortunately, Espeon is not one of the best Pokemon in the matchup to try and get that last hit, especially with stored power. Great for those team fights, but if you're looking for the objectives,
Espeon, last hit is not really.
I mean, definitely right. If you're comparing
like pretty slow
and the Bliss, there's no way they can really compare or
like
counteract. And the beauty about Dragonite as well,
Security will be not bad
by himself, even with assistance, without or with assistance, still pretty solid by himself. He can just do it just as well. Very similar to the Garchomp too. Reggie Lecky is definitely going to be trying to pressuring out the top deck. that just means the Boswell will not be able to
Alright, the
it means
Super is
a
trying
form
to
of
shoot
aggression
away
is going to be happening
Boswell.
to that
Oh!
bottom side. But again, they managed to
Alright.
try to get the punish. Pop the fairy falling here. Hopefully it will be enough. He's trying to sustain, trying to live as long as he can, but just won.
GG.
Unfortunate KO as he was all alone on the top
Is this
side.
going to
But
be a
what about
turning
the
point for
bottom half on the
TG?
other hand here?
Bottom half looks like they got the KO there onto the Mew with the Glaceon. All those
Oh boy,
icicle spears
Crustle
getting those
got
connections off,
crushed
but
like a
1
pancake.
versus 3, you're better off just backing off as that Glaceon. The catch-up is actually slowly happening here for True Gravity. They're not in a comfortable
Yeah, the
spot
catch-up
yet,
is
but
really
they are
happening for
definitely
Team
feeling a
Gravity
lot
over
better,
here.
especially up against what Unite Holic have, because they catch that
Hmm.
Hooper. I have to say, considering the early game that Duck had, he has done a
Team
great
Unite
job
Holic,
coming back into this
what's
game,
going
especially
on?
getting KOs on Pokemon such as Betchin and even DLR as well. I think if you're Unite Holic, you shouldn't be happy with how the game is currently going. They are not crushing the lanes. They are not controlling the entire map. They are not single-handedly winning all these objectives. If a 5-on-5 fight happens, it wouldn't easily go in favor of Unite Holic. They need to get those levels in, or they're gonna have to try and figure out a way to sneak on behind True Gravity and turn the numbers advantage in your favor. If anything, they need to get rid of Melon.
No,
Melon is a problem.
I totally agree with you, right? Because there's only two ways I can see that they can really try to combat this at the Ricardo pit, right? The fact that a frontal assault to melt all these front lines, melt down Melon before get to the back line and zone them out, or get a flanking maneuver here, because you don't really have the best diving team here, right? That kind of thing. You don't really have the necessary utility to enable your team to really dive so easily on top of that Glaceon. Even if you, yeah, sure, you got some gap closer with the Dragoness, but it's a very short distance. And let's be honest, Melon was there to disrupt you. You have the Bliss Assist to save the Glaceon as well. You have to really commit. It is literally a tactic and a
Melon,
plan.
what are you doing? You're a
commit
nuisance.
He's an absolute. I think even like besides being in the hands of Melon, I think Crustle herself is just such a phenomenal defender Pokemon in this entire series.
The team is split
Dragonite
Dragonite
is in a pretty good position over there,
down bottom,
but I need
just
to be
waiting to
careful.
see what has happened, and Duck is going to be
So
guarding
as
the
not
northern
to be
section
caught.
of that Rayquaza. Now, True Gravity, they are
It is the
behind
part
in points. They will either need to somehow get a back cap in,
where
or they're going to
Team
have to win
TG
this
might
fight and
be
take the Rayquaza for themselves.
turn over
Betchin's
the
not with
whole
Team
thing
Unite
again.
Holic are grouped up as 4, but if a fight does break out, they do have the rings unbound
And
available
look
on
at the
that
attack speed of
Hooper.
Glaceon.
And for True
This one,
Gravity,
this one.
because they
Other than the
understand
CGI,
that they need this Rayquaza,
Glaceon
they're
is
going to start
weaker.
chipping away and force Unite Holic
Shit
to
fast.
fight into them. And
Oh,
already
no.
we do get
Oh
the
no!
Dr.
Oh, oh
Connects
no!
as well. First Pokemon to go down is that Trevenant.
No, 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 no. Okay, this is a bye-bye for Unite Holic. They are being caught one by one. No, this is bad. Unless somehow they can hold until their two teammates get revived.
16 seconds for Betchin, 2 more seconds for Trevenant, but no Phantom Forest.
Still trying to go back and forth.
Oh
with
no,
all
this
the
time
teams
it's
as well.
Sylveon.
Nice a couple of
And then
hands,
Mew.
decent amount of damage, but they didn't manage to lock them out again.
Look at how. Oh my god. Why Team Unite Holic?
Such a menace. So what? You pop the Unite move. Oh, good save.
You guys have to be careful of the what's that called, the Stonewall by Crustle and then the Buzzwole as well.
This might just be the play. Betchin focusing
See?
on Pokemon instead, but it's the Glaceon on the side of
Oh,
True
boy.
Gravity. They get the Rayquaza. They're
Alright,
ready to
now I
score.
see what.
Betchin's trying to break these shields,
Team
but
TG
Duck
is
is
going
ready
to
to throw
win this game
hands
again.
as well. He wants to win this game. True
One more.
Gravity.
GG, well
Duck
played,
is
Unite Holic. GG, well played.
2-0 against Unite Holic.
I can't believe it. True Gravity coming in clutch. But of course, with that being said, with the lineup that they have, they
Yeah.
absolutely smacked their way. Really,
Yeah, I
the
mean,
definition of wrestling.
if I'm
their
them, I'll
way
be
to
jumping like that as well.
Two victories and 2 survival.
Both games, man,
up
both
the lower
games.
bracket ladder here.
They won
Such an
because of
achievement
Rayquaza.
from these lads here, an absolute lad. Their countrymen, absolutely proud of them with pride
Yeah, man, look at
and
that face.
glory. But with that being
Their
said, Unite
frustration.
Holic, what a game, what a
Really?
performance you delivered us. You gave us such an amazing intro into this tournament.
But really
since
well
day
played, man.
one.
With this team,
It's
Unite Holic.
unfortunate to see you guys
Unfortunately,
lose
they made a lot of
at this time.
mistakes.
I mean, I'm looking at True Gravity.
Team TG as
and
well, but
I'm looking at this team.
they really
and
know how to
disbelief.
play the
True
Rayquaza game.
Gravity coming in
Really.
out of nowhere. India's representative going deep in this lower bracket run, beating Unite Holic. Of all the teams to eliminate from the competition,
Man,
they
I wonder how to
beat
meet one of
Unite
these players
Holic,
in the ranked game.
thus turning the next matchup into Team MYS versus.
Would you
True
guys want to
Gravity.
fight them as well, like
And it's definitely
in,
also
in a
for
ranked
some
game?
fans and for some people, this is somewhat of an outcome which not many people could have foreseen as well. And this kind of scoreline in this kind of manner as well. Honestly, with the kind of lineup that Team True Gravity went in, they just didn't really think about it. They just said, we had an opportunity, we had a chance, just stick with it. Just pick all the strongest one to come into the limelight here, and then let's see.
Now I'm really curious about Kabi Chance, who's like the runner-up, bro, if I'm not wrong, after Unite Holic.
Whether it's been slowed down, whether it's been pressured, it feel like it didn't get pressured enough.
Yeah, I mean, look at that.
The skill so perfect.
Unite Holic has always been winning until
Duck was
the
pressured.
very last part.
He did not have an easy laning stage. He
Aye.
was pressured constantly in that top lane during those first couple.
Oh well,
minutes.
GGWP. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you like this video, please leave a like and do consider subscribing to this channel so as to help this channel grow. Thank you so much for watching again, and see you on next match. Take care and peace.
Unite Holic, I don't know what happened with this team. They didn't collapse like they usually would in those team fights. Normally it's extremely coordinated. They're fine. But looking at this, they let True Gravity dictate where the fight was going to happen, how the fight was going to happen, because they started poking Rayquaza.
Yeah. And the crazy thing about it as well, because of what their composition that they had, they didn't really have a lot of choices in terms of engagement here. It was not very flexible. You don't really have a dive. That's pretty much why you saw Yupono doing very drastic measures here. You saw him eject